Hey, before we start this podcast, quick shout out to our sponsors. The first one,
Chimera Coffee.
.com.
Get the latest
In coffee with nootropics,
nootropics, boy.
Nothing but the finest. Well,
Nothing-
go on.
Nothing but the best, boy.
Rude boy.
Rude boy.
Type in the code.
Show the art.
Show the art.
Was that an Irish Jamaican?
Don't listen. Keep going. And invertedgear.com. Type in the code. Show the art. 15. The finest threads.
Rude boy, you
In the
turned into
world.
an Irishman, boy. It's all good, McGregor.
It's all good, McGregor.
Type in the coupon code.
Oh.
We'll get a thing rocking, boy.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? You're listening to the Show the Art podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Ames. Alongside with me is my boy, Abe.
Yo.
How you feeling, dog?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
You almost missed that cue.
I know, sorry.
Sip that coffee, dog. Good. Get caffeinated, man. There's a crazy weekend.
That was a crazy
weekend, man.
Jam
packed.
packed.
You want to get going? Get right to the good stuff.
What is the good stuff?
Royal Rumble was just this past Sunday, guys. Great event. Randy Orton coming out winning.
Randy Orton?
Defeating Roman Reigns.
He still wrestles?
He still wrestles, man.
He's still
He's
acts?
a legend. Well, he's going to be a legend down the road.
So he's still an actor is what you're saying?
Still competitor, yeah.
Actor.
He's still competing.
How did he
highest
win?
Level.
How did he win? Via flying arm drop?
No, via flying RKO
Okay.
into clotheslining the opponent off the top rope.
Isn't that like
It's
the
a
only way
classic.
to get somebody out of the ring?
No, you could toss them out. You could throw them out. You could overhead press them and gorilla throw them out. There's
Yeah.
multiple ways, man. That's what makes
But
wrestling just as exciting as jiu-jitsu.
I feel like I'll tell you the only ways to eliminate your opponents is you either jump out or you throw yourself out. That's the only way that those people.
No,
fall out of the
it
ring.
has to be the opponent.
Yeah, but
throwing you out.
yeah, but you're not getting it.
No, I got it. I got it. All right. Randy Orton clotheslined his opponent.
Did he
out.
really? Is
Yeah.
this his first Royal Rumble victory?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it is.
I think it is too.
Well deserved.
It's about
For
time,
him,
man.
yeah.
It's a long time coming. Randy Orton, it's crazy because I saw him last weekend. We were at a barbecue.
Oh yeah. How was he? How was Rand?
Man, he wasn't looking that good. That's
Was he?
That's the thing. I was
Little sloppy?
surprised that
Getting
Yeah.
a few LBs.
Yeah. He was drinking a couple of brewskis.
Little Steve Weisers. What was that?
He was busting a couple of Steve Weisers.
Oh, was he? He was
Yeah.
busting. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
So that's what you're at.
Yeah, I mean that's why wrestling is wrestling. It's like it's acting. It's wrestling. It's
totally
wrestling. It's
live.
acting.
But moving on to the kind of important stuff. So the finishers
Is the only thing during the Royal Rumble pay-per-view the Royal Rumble, or do they have other
there's
fights?
There's other fights. Yeah, correct. There's other fights going on. You said it perfectly. There's 3 other fights that went
Like
down. No, 4.
prelims?
Yeah, no. It was just like co-main events.
Okay, let
So
me
it's like
ask you something.
What's up?
The first match in a
On the main card. On the main card.
an acting pay-per-view.
No, on the main card. You're saying.
The first match.
Okay.
Is that an important one?
Yeah. For the Royal Rumble, because they're all title fights. This on this
Really?
card. Yeah. So it was the heavyweight, the universal, the cruiserweight, and the Royal Rumble itself. I'm excited as well. But you know what made it really fun? I was with Gary and Joel.
Okay, yeah.
So what we did to get the trolls who don't really watch wrestling, you put money. So there's 30 competitors, 10 of us. So we had 3 numbers each. So 1 through 30, we'd pick out of a hat what number we were. Like, say, for example, I had number 30.
Okay.
I had number 16, and I had number 3. So those are my guys. If they won, we would have won the pot. So it's $5 per ticket. So the winner got like $150.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun. Like, you get into it because your guy is in it. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah, so if you want to get anyone who's not into that whatever sport you're watching, put money on the line.
Yeah.
And then you'll get into
Or
it.
but to me, betting on something like the Royal Rumble is like if you were betting on the Golden Globes Awards.
No, totally different. Because this is real. other one is not real. It's acting.
Yeah.
don't know
No,
who's gonna
exactly.
win?
Exactly. Acting.
No, definitely not. Like,
Do you see the similarities?
No,
Oh.
I don't. I don't see whatever you're talking about. 'Cause it's real to me.
I'll tell you
To
what,
all
though.
of us.
These pro wrestlers, they're in shape, man.
Yeah, they are, man.
And I don't know why they still call them pro wrestlers.
Even when they're overweight, they're still in shape.
Yeah.
Man. I would not mess with any of them.
What kind of workouts do they do generally? Like bodybuilding style?
Oh, you know
workouts?
that's funny. The guy that actually coaches them kind of does like a hybrid type of thing where he'll do like explosive or powerlifting movements, squat, bench, and kind of mix it in with like a muscle, like a bodybuilding. So it's like a mix. They have like a bunch of conditioning, bunch of jumps. I watched like his trainer, good guy.
What's his name?
Mike Wilchiznik.
Okay.
I can't pronounce.
Yeah,
If I
because they're
butcher-
like running and jumping, but they have to be really muscly
Yeah,
and
man.
massive.
Yeah, it's tough
I bet.
to be like some of these guys are athletic, man. A lot
Yeah.
of these guys are coming from. Of course, they didn't make it through the NFL, but still, you made it to the NFL. That's like 1%
Sure.
of the population. So props to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it harder to get into the WWE
Or
than the NFL?
oh, that's tough.
How many people
no,
are on
I
each
think
roster?
NFL is. There's a lot of people in NFL. There's not a lot of people in WWE.
So it's hard to get in WWE.
Yeah, because you not only you still have to have some kind of charisma, or you might have. Yeah, it's tough. But they're both. I think in any kind of professional level.
Like it's hard to. It's apples and oranges. It's hard
Yeah,
to.
yeah. It's like saying it's like how or like being one of the best in like a black belt because there's black belts, but then there's like high level black belts.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that kind of thing.
But I meant, like, I understand that. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different to be high level guy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like to actually make it.
Yeah, that's
like,
tough. I think it man, that's a really good question. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know because it's really hard to make it WWE just because you have to have the look,
Yeah.
not only with the skill and
And
yeah,
the charisma, like you
Yeah.
said on the mic.
all of that.
But and sometimes it's the interesting look.
Yeah,
Whereas NFL, you just got to be a great player.
yeah. You just got to be an athlete.
Yeah, you don't have to talk or anything like
Yeah.
that.
You
If
could-
you even in NFL, if you talk a lot, that's not going to make you the big bucks.
Don't matter.
Completing passes.
Yeah, blocking,
Yeah.
running the ball. You could be a big ugly.
Shooting.
Yeah, shoot. What are you shooting? oh, like the HGH.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, shooting.
You're shooting the big stuff.
Shooting the big stuff. on that note, guys, let's move on.
If you're still listening.
If all two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The tournament was over the weekend. Let me know. Give me the inside scoop, man. How was it?
Okay, so our Show the Art Finishers 3
Mm.
tournament was over the weekend. It was Saturday.
Uh-huh.
It went very well, man.
Yeah.
You know, we had a good staff. We had a lot of great competitors.
Okay.
Basically, we did a grappling event,
Yep.
SubOnly,
Mm-hmm.
10-minute matches, 16-man bracket,
Okay.
and there was 2 of them.
Nice.
145-pound weight class, 170-pound weight class. Winner gets $2,000.
Oof.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So, you know, it was pretty good, man. What I was really impressed with was our live stream producer, Ross,
Okay.
and he put on an excellent stream.
Nice.
Beautiful camera work.
Okay.
It wasn't like, it was high definition. I don't know if it was high definition, but it was good quality,
quality.
up close, personal. It wasn't just webcams. You know, last time we were limited with hardware,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the stream wasn't as clear.
Okay.
This time, hyper clear.
Nice.
And
what was the name of the guy?
Ross.
Ross. Is there anyone to reach or looking for give him a quick shout out, Ross?
Ross, yeah. So basically, actually, that's another thing we're going to be offering. If anybody's listening to this and you have a grappling event
Mm-hmm.
of some sort or a martial arts event of some sort, and you want to offer live streaming, especially jiu-jitsu. You know, we did a jiu-jitsu event. We're very familiar with it.
Yeah.
Show the Art, we're offering live streaming broadcast now. So,
Nice.
you know, email us at showtheart@gmail.com. And
No big deal.
Yeah.
Just doing big things.
And hit us up. Yes.
The edits, the same day edits of like the highlights, like the one with the crowd going crazy when he caught him. Was it rear naked? I forgot what it was. Armbar. What was the one that you showed where it was just?
Oh,
it looked
yeah,
super
yeah.
sleek.
Yeah, that was J.M. Holland versus Ethan
Yeah.
Creelinston. J.M. is from 10th Planet Bethlehem. Very good. He's
Yeah.
actually an EBI, the next EBI, Combat EBI.
Oh, he's in it.
Yes, he's in it. He's
nice.
one of the 4 competitors. And the crazy thing is a lot of his students were there. A lot of his supporters were there. And Ethan is the former champ. Ethan won our last tournament. Granted, he won at 135. This was 145. But Ethan is our is our champ from last time, and he beat him.
It was good. Yeah, the crowd was going crazy.
Wow.
You guys got to look for that.
Yeah.
Go to the Facebook.
Go to Show the Art Facebook. It's on our YouTube page, YouTube/X.
I liked everything about that edit though, like the way it Show the Art when you could hear the crowd and then it goes into the video.
Thanks, man.
Pretty dope. You did that?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I thought that was Ross. Hey.
No. Ross did the live stream.
Hey.
Ross is very good at
Props,
stuff like
dog.
that. Thanks, man.
Hey, that was really dope, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a lot of videos like that. But those are just matches. Eventually, we're gonna have them all up for everybody's enjoyment.
Yeah.
What we want to offer is like just good services and we
Good quality.
Good quality. We love what Flow Grappling brings to the table. They make everybody rise up and also give good quality. So we want to try to deliver that as well.
Awesome content.
Thanks, man. Yeah. So, like I said, if anybody's interested in live streaming an event, hit us up, showtheart@gmail.com, and we can try to work something out to offer our services.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Boom.
Hey, so let's go with which weight class you want to go with first? Any cool things that you want to bring up?
Well, I'll bring up the winners. We'll bring up the winners because that's super important.
Yeah, and that's what matters right now.
Hell yeah. The 145-pound winner, the new champion, who dethroned our old 145-pound winner. Our first tournament we had.
That's a good way to go.
Yes.
That's a good way to win.
Yes.
Over the champ.
Well, he didn't win. He didn't beat the champ, but the champ was in the tournament as well.
Okay.
Our first champ was Mike Davila.
Okay.
And he was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mike Davila made it to the semis.
Okay.
And he lost to John Battle. And via rear naked choke, I think. And John Battle went to the finals.
I see.
Against our now champion.
Champ.
John Calistine, JC as they call him. This guy was on a tear.
Was he?
A tear. John Calistine, shout out to him. Really good grappler.
Okay.
I believe he trains with Gary Tonin at Brunswick BJJ, Gordon Ryan, the Danaher Death Squad.
So a bunch of killers. He trains with the best.
And he's a killer himself.
Yeah.
And I read afterwards on John Danaher's Instagram, he put up a post congratulating John.
I peeped that.
Yeah. And he said that Eddie Cummins touts highly of him and wants
to train with him all the time. Right?
Yeah, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
So it's no secret watching him compete. Intense guy.
Okay.
And you could see like the intent in all his moves. He knows exactly where the finish line is. And he literally does not care what you're doing.
That's crazy.
And that comes from supreme confidence in your offense and supreme confidence in your defense.
Dope.
And just clarity. He had hyper clarity. And he just kind of went through everybody, man, impressively. So we're happy to have a guy like that win our tournament and represent us, you know? Yeah. He's a great, and he's a nice guy, so that helps.
So an up-and-comer that everyone should be looking out for. That's
so
cool,
look
man.
out for Jonathan Calistine.
Who knows from like a year from now, just like all these other guys, man, like a year from now, you just it's going to be like a household, within the jiu-jitsu community, like a household name.
He's a small guy too, so I think he can make the weight classes Eddie and Gary cannot.
Oh, dope.
Which will not interfere with them competing at EBI.
So there's like a whole killer's row.
Oh my god!
From that squad.
Yeah,
right?
with the Henzo Gracie squad. So shout out to him. I hope this performance leads him to EBI.
True.
Because that's what we want to do. We want to be a platform, a trampoline for guys.
Yeah.
Where it showcases their up and comers. It showcases their talents and shows the big promotions. Hey, this guy's worth it. Put him in your tournament.
True.
This guy, he has the talent. So we're hoping that, it goes without saying, if you win our tournament,
you're going to make it somewhere.
You're going to make it somewhere. So, I mean, we have a good track record. Yeah. Our former champions, Gordon Ryan, Mike Davila, those guys went to EBI.
True.
So, we'll see. PJ Barch, he won a tournament. He's going to be in EBI. Granted, those guys probably would have got there without us. But it helps. Yeah.
You know what's cool about it, about this tournament and just anything where they start from like this one place. Let's just say for sports, NFL, NBA, at a college, you watch them grow when they're freshmen, right?
Yeah.
Like a freshman, junior, sophomore. Not as much with basketball because usually they're just a true freshman. They move on to NBA. But just seeing where they start from, you kind of get more attached to them when you watch them from the beginning. Just like a band, right? Or like a singer. You watch them like at a small local bar or whatever, and then they get to like, they become like the opening act for like a bigger band.
For like Red Hot Chili Peppers or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool to see their their journey, because that could happen to anyone as long as you put in the work. You enjoy like all the work that they put in. So when they're there, like, man, I followed you. It's cool.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
As
yeah.
a fan, like of whatever sport or whatever
Mhm.
you're into, it's a cool thing.
And it's awesome when you're like, I knew that guy.
Yeah.
Or that guy played at my
exactly.
place.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's-
Yeah.
yeah.
You
It's
know-
like you felt like you were on that same journey with him.
Sure.
Kind of
sure.
cheering him on, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's a good thing. That's a good feeling. And again, we're all about the success of people that compete in our
Yeah.
tournament. We're all about the success of our tournament, professionalism,
Mm-hmm.
delivering a professional product.
Yeah.
And the sport of jiu-jitsu, we just want it to be, we just want to give to the sport, give back to the sport.
Pay it
and
forward, right?
pay forward
Yeah,
and just
man.
show everybody how good it can be.
Yeah.
So, with that said, we
Yeah,
had a
man.
successful tournament. Our 170-pound winner, unknown guy. Honestly, I never knew him before. I didn't know him until now. I know him now.
Yeah, man.
James Gonzalez I think on Instagram at Jitsu James. Shout out to him.
Okay.
Masterful performance.
Yeah.
Masterful performances. There was a little drama
Okay.
midway where, man, it's unfortunate. People thought he tapped in his semi-match, and he might have. I think he did. But here's a lesson to be learned when in a tournament, in a competition, there's mistakes that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not because the athlete or the referee are negligent. It's just
missed.
missed.
There's a lot of
Perfect
things
example.
going on, man.
Yeah, and the cards laid that way. But the way the situation happened was a guy went for a submission, kind of.
Okay.
It might not have even. I got to look it over again, but he was kind of in the works for a submission. They were rolling, and then they were spinning and rolling.
Okay.
And then the guy on bottom, it looked like he tapped like really quickly.
Yeah.
And then the ref said, stop. But then he's like, I didn't tap. And then the other guy looked up like, I don't know. And then he's like, all right, go. And no one protested.
Oh, shoot.
So they kept going. So, the
It's
ref.
only after everyone's talking about it.
Yeah. And it's hard to see these things sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially with a quick tap. It's very hard. When it's in slow motion on the video afterwards,
Of course.
it's
Yeah,
transparent.
in hindsight, it's easy. Like I was
Yeah.
actually watching you ref. You have to move. It's like they're moving around. You got to move with them. So I can only imagine how hard it was. Because
It's
you,
very hard.
like as a ref, like when you watch him, it's a lot on your back.
Yeah.
To
Hell
do,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because you want to make sure it's like you have no stake at this or whatever,
No.
except making sure everything goes right, it's fair, whatever. You're holding it, so all that. And I saw you moving. Like when those guys are rolling, you're rolling too, trying to see if anything was
Yeah.
missed. It's just hard, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's honest.
Mistake.
Honest miss. It's an
Yeah.
honest miss, man. Not a mistake because you didn't see it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly.
It's like you're moving.
Or I thought it was something, but maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
Especially when the other guy's like, "No, I didn't do that."
Yeah.
Especially in jiu-jitsu, I'm reaching.
Yeah.
It could look like a tap.
Exactly.
Because I'm reaching for something. I'm
it's
trying to
really
escape.
hard.
Yeah.
I would put it on the ref if the ref wasn't moving. If he was in the corner, kind of like sometimes you see a tournament just looking around, not paying attention.
Oh yeah.
Then we got a problem.
Then we got a problem.
Yeah.
But this wasn't the case.
Yeah.
It wasn't me reffing. It was Zach. And again,
Yeah.
I'm not placing the blame on him.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Honestly, I wasn't even in the room. I wish I was in the room. I went to
I
get
see.
food. I was starving.
Yeah.
And had I been there, maybe there. I don't know. Maybe the outcome could have. I could have helped in the situation. But lesson learned, guys. If you're caught in a situation in the middle of a match where, let's say, you feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, stop completely, stand up, break away, and protest.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed to do so. Say,
Yeah.
hey, listen, the guy tapped.
I felt it.
I felt it. I'm not going to continue. The guy tapped. If he's lying, that's not
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah.
You even stopped the match. We stopped the match, right? Let's look at the tape. Anybody got a camera?
True. Yeah.
If you're going that far, I think I might be prone to believing you. And
True.
on that note, right there, I think I'd be willing to look at some tape
Yeah.
because we're all about fairness.
Mm-hmm.
But if you wait until after the match, the match is
tough,
gone,
man.
and you
Yeah.
wind up losing, unfortunately, and the match goes, and then another match started.
Yeah.
It's hard. What's done is done at that point. It's hard to
Yeah.
go back and they were kind enough. They came over and they asked for advice and they wanted to see if we can reverse it. And again, I wasn't even in the room, so it wasn't my call. Brought it to Zach, and he was just like, we can't stop the show. We can't reverse it. What you're showing me is hard to see.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. I'll take the blame for it.
Yeah.
So
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's hard to reverse things at that point.
It's hard, man, especially if it's that far down,
Mm-hmm.
and you got the show. You got to keep it moving and
Sure.
all that stuff. It's tough.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, whatever. But the guy won.
Yeah. And the guy that was caught in the controversy
Yeah.
wound up winning the whole thing.
Okay.
And but not to take anything away from him, he's great at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Both guys are. All the guys were.
Everyone's deserving.
Excellent tournament. So check these guys out.
Yeah.
Soon I'll have a lot more
Maybe
matches
get
up.
like an invite for the next one. He gets like.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
I mean, the guy that was caught in the controversy that wound up losing.
Yeah. Still.
I thought he was gonna win the damn thing.
Okay.
I mean, he looked phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
And he beat a couple guys that
Killers.
were really good.
Yeah.
So, I would have asked for him to be a part of it. Whether he got caught in controversy, lost, won, doesn't matter. I would have asked him to be a part of it the next one anyway.
Good.
Because
good.
he was one of the guys I was
At least
looking
he still gets a chance to make up for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Things happen or
Yeah.
whatever. Maybe use as motivation, like, next time. Learning lesson, right? Learning lesson.
Exactly.
So speaking of learning lessons, with this tournament that just finished, what did you learn? What did you take away? What do you want to build upon? So on and so forth.
Okay. So I learned definitely how to be a better ref.
Okay. Yeah.
Anytime you're out there, more experience,
Yeah.
the better you get at it.
True.
So I feel like I'm getting a lot better at staying
Where you won't
focused.
be as nervous, right? 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
when you first ref or do anything for the first time where it's like there's a lot on the line, it's nerve-wracking, man.
It's nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah. And this was our third one, so I had 3 tournaments experience.
Yeah.
And now it's a lot easier to say, no, I'll do that match.
Yeah.
I'll do the finals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put it on
especially,
me.
here's the thing. The hard time is the overtime round.
Oh, true.
When they're going back and forth, and you have to be the guy to say, stop the
Yeah.
transition. The transition's over.
Yeah.
Because it's very subjective.
Good cop, bad cop type of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's just
it could easily
matter
be, like, it's like you're a second too late, the transition's over.
Yeah.
And if I'm a second late to see that, everyone's like, what?
Yeah.
So
Perfect example is that what's that Nikki Gordon from the 540 studio. one
Nikki Ryan and Kennedy.
Yeah. Because that was a slick submission.
Yes.
And someone like me or whatever, like, oh, what happened? But you broke it down on a couple of episodes ago. How it's still
good.
It was still good.
Yeah.
It was still good. But yeah, one of those type of movements, right?
And that was crazy because like he kind of he was on his back and then he transitioned to the mount.
Yeah.
And it looked like the mount, which is technically an escape in EBI
Yes.
rules. But he didn't have the mount because he had the head and his leg was behind
and
the
went
head.
straight into a triangle.
Yeah. Well, he kind of was already threatening a triangle.
Okay.
So that's the key when you're threatening the submission. Doesn't have to be all the way in, but hey, look, I'm wrapped around the neck with one hand.
I got it. Gotcha.
Things like that.
Okay.
So that's the hard part.
So reffing, number one. Anything else?
Just gain more experience on promoting an event and building an event. I'm learning how to manage my time better with putting things together. And more than anything about learning, it's what I want to do next.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we want to push it even further. Every time we do one, we add more stuff, whether it's promo before or building in during.
It's the perfectionist in you, man.
Yeah.
You just want to give, because it's your name is on it. You want to give a good.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
it's just like your love for it. Cool. What I give you props for is whatever. It's just you put in the work. Guys, if in the background he puts in a lot of work, man, with this podcast. Like tired, still trying to make promo videos, traveling, recording people, whatever, putting things together. It takes out, like, I've seen it or whatever. So props to you, man. And
thanks, man.
Everyone that was there was saying it was like a great production,
good.
great turnout. So good stuff, man.
That's all that we care about.
Yeah,
fairness and just professionalism.
Showing your love, right?
Yeah.
You're showing your love for jiu-jitsu.
Hell
so,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Only good things.
Yeah,
from this.
and the kids matches.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, man.
Oh my God.
What were the results?
So let's talk about. I mean, there was 4 kids matches. They were all good.
Okay.
But let's talk about
The highlights.
probably the most exciting match of the whole night.
Okay. Oh,
was
damn.
the kids match.
Damn.
And that was and I posted that match. It was Randy Miley versus Cora Sek.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Holy
moly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting match.
So it's one of those like we got to watch.
You got to watch it.
Yeah.
They're 2 girls
Mhm.
fighting that are like 15 each.
High level technique.
Just moving and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, transitions, the intent, the I don't know, man.
Fluidity.
Yeah, watch that match for sure, guys. It's up
Okay.
on our YouTube page, on our Facebook page. But everything else was good, man. We could talk about it all day, but
yeah.
just
Who won that match with Cora?
Randy.
Oh.
Cora lost in the overtime rounds.
Oh shoot! I thought you were gonna say Tor something. I'm like, no.
No.
Okay,
She lost
good,
in the overtime rounds.
Oh wow.
And props to Cora, man.
Mm-hmm.
She's a savage.
It was tough.
And she's under pressure. She's a cucumber, man.
Yeah.
Like, she has that Fedor face during the entire fight.
Oh,
she was being choked
Uh-huh.
in the last round. That's when she tapped, right?
Okay.
But she tapped with one of these stoic faces. She was just like, all right. Fine.
Damn.
You know,
That's
and
crazy.
you could tell she was keeping her emotions in. Like, she's
Yeah.
a professional, man.
She's been there.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
14 or 15,
Good
but
for
she's
her,
a
man.
professional.
It's cool seeing these kids or these teens just rise up. 'Cause
Yeah.
down the road they're gonna be like one of the big names.
Hell
so,
yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's dope,
Yeah.
man.
So check those matches out. Grace Gundrum, the star, of course, of the
Yeah.
kids' matches.
Killed it.
She won in dominant fashion.
Talk about stoic. Talk about
Oh, yeah.
straight face.
Yeah, another. They call her the silent assassin
Yeah.
for a reason.
She is, man.
And she gets to her good spots and she wins.
Nice.
If she gets to her good spots,
It's a
you did something bad because
there's no getting out of it.
yeah, and all her moves are out there to see. Guys, look at the
Mhm.
film. If you
Yeah.
still get caught in it,
Yeah.
But hey, they're kids.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's all fun.
man. It's fun,
Yeah.
man.
Moving on to the UFC.
Oh, let's get into it.
Real quick, because we don't have much time.
True.
I hate to keep talking about myself.
Yeah.
Hate to keep talking about
No, he doesn't. So you want to go with the co-main event, Masvidal and Donald Cerrone?
Do it. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's
Well,
dive right into it.
My jaw dropped,
Let's-
dog.
Yeah?
My jaw dropped. Because, I'm a Cerrone guy.
Yeah.
There's no, I never hide it. That's my boy. So
Cowboy.
when he got beat by freaking Dale, by Masvidal, doesn't he sound like Pitbull, guys?
He does sound
if
like
you,
the
like if
Pitbull.
you close your eyes or whatever, and it makes sense because they're both like Miami dudes. So it
Uh-huh.
just I
Are
guess
they both
have,
Puerto Rican?
I have no idea. Maybe
Because I'm pretty sure Pitbull is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I'm either that or Cuban, but I'm pretty sure Puerto Rican. Either
Is
or.
that racist?
No.
'Cause
We're
I-
minorities, so I think
No,
it should be
yeah.
okay.
And I thought I heard someone say he was Puerto Rican.
Oh,
too.
did it? Okay.
I'm pretty sure that I've heard that,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
based on like, oh, he
No,
acts
I
this
think
way.
I think you're right.
Okay.
I actually watched this like Latin documentary
Okay,
on Showtime.
cool.
Yeah, he was part of it. So either way, don't matter. He's Latin or whatever, and not even Latin, but that Miami, they have
Yeah.
like a certain twang or
Yeah.
something about it where if you close your eyes, like, is this Pitbull? Right? When he was talking
Pitbull.
on like the
Yeah.
post fight, and he's a G, man. Like what he said is, Masvidal won by TKO, right?
Yes.
What round was it?
Second round.
Second round.
There was controversy.
There was
too.
controversy, but he
Yeah.
was saying he was like trying to get in his head the whole time.
Mm.
And it was funny. You would watch Michelle Waterson react, like as he's talking. Michelle Waterson was trying to hold it in because
Mhm.
she was like Cerrone. She
Yeah,
was going
yeah,
for Cerrone.
yeah.
She's like kind of biting her teeth
Yeah.
and kind of, but it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
It's you're business. It's business. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it was a great fight. He kept throwing that overhand right.
Yeah,
Kept slipping and throwing that right hand, and Cerrone didn't pick up on it,
He
and that was to
didn't.
his demise.
That was the interesting part because it's Cerrone. Like we're talking in the car, it's not like he's a mid-level, low-level striker.
Yeah, it's not like
This is
you were
Donald
in there.
Cerrone, man.
It's not like good old Amesy Pie was in the ring.
No, we're not talking elite. He's not elite. He's high level, but he's not
He's
on
not
my level.
You
know what I mean?
He's not Amesy elite.
He's not Amesy Pie elite. Brother,
Okay.
okay. Because if he caught my right, I definitely would have had my hands up. But that's not
Yeah.
important. It's not about me. The show's not about me all the time.
And that it's funny that you say that. Like he is an elite striker,
Yeah.
and how did he not pick up on that? Well, there's so many factors.
Yeah,
man.
break it down.
He just might not have picked up on it because
Yeah.
the match is going on and there's
Mhm.
so many other factors, and you're not always worrying about defense, you're worrying about offense.
Yep.
Granted, that's one. Two, it could have been he felt those right hands
Yeah.
and he started plotting against them.
Like, how am I going to counter?
How am I going to counter? Or he had a counter ready,
Yeah.
but the timing was off. And by the time he was ready to counter,
Mhm.
it was too late. Boom, he already got hit with the one more,
Yeah.
that cross. And that cross is the one that did it. When he was ready for the one after that.
Yeah.
So, being late with the counter.
His reaction, because when Masvidal caught it, he didn't wait to. It's like they planned that. They game planned that right leg, catching that right leg, then pang, pang, pang.
Yeah.
Like all the time, man. It was just like light work.
Mhm.
Like not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Just catch 1, 2, 3. Catch.
You know what
1,
it
2, 3.
reminded me of? Luke Rockhold, Michael Bisping too.
Ah.
Because in that fight, same thing kind of happened. It wasn't
Mhm.
the right hand. It was a hook. I think it was the left hook.
Okay.
And I think Bisping hit Rockhold with that hook like a couple times.
Yeah.
And then Rockhold didn't worry about it. He just kept moving forward. He didn't pay any mind.
Mhm.
And if my memory serves me correct, that's what did it to him.
I see.
And it was like it could have been avoided had you given that hook a respect.
That they
and
deserved.
same thing with maybe that's another thing. Donald Cerrone didn't respect the right hand. He kept getting hit with it, but he's like, it's not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was okay. And man, like, that controversy at the end
of the first round.
Yeah, man, I thought it was over.
Yeah. So what I read was that Herb Dean just stopped it early. He stopped the fight.
Okay.
Not because of a TKO, because he thought the round was over. And we heard the bell watching it live.
Yeah.
Because it has its own mic. But I heard the crowd was so loud at that moment that Herb was like, he just kind of he made a mistake and he like jumped the gun on stopping the fight.
Yeah.
He thought the round was about to be over. Maybe he heard somebody say time.
There's a lot of things going on, man.
Yes.
And you can't, again, defending, I usually don't defend the ref, but this is Herb Dean, man.
Yeah.
It's not like he's one of those guys. He's not like what's his, Mazzagatti. This isn't Steve Mazzagatti reffing the fight.
This is not his first day on the job.
Yeah, exactly, man. So it's really hard to.
Yeah, and granted, I mean, what the wrong was righted.
Yeah.
I mean, Masvidal.
That's why I'm glad at least Masvidal won. Because if he didn't, that would be really bad. Man.
A string of fire tweets would have came down on Herb Dean's page.
Yeah, not only that, but all of a sudden, not because it would have been his fault, but Cerrone would have been like fan favorite into like hated because he lucked out and.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
You think he would have turned heel?
Because the crowd fans are wish-washy, man.
Not with Cerrone. And Masvidal already plays the...
He did, but they would have
which
saw
one's the
him...
heel? Heel's bad guy.
Yeah, heel's bad guy.
And what's the good guy?
Face.
Face, yeah.
He plays the face. Yeah, he does. But I think just because of that, not everyone, but I'm saying like a good amount of people were just like, oh, that's BS.
No, definitely.
You're a horrible fighter, that kind of thing.
Oh,
yeah.
I see
You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah. The thing is, though, in this situation, Masvidal does kind of play that heel guy anyway.
Does, absolutely.
So
those mind games. Props to him, though. I like people that embrace that. Like, you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
Like that shows, it shows like kind of confidence in yourself. Like you're not trying to please anyone. You're doing you, and you're doing whatever it takes to win. Like he was trying to get in Cerrone's head the whole time.
As he should, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So Masvidal, masterful performance.
Exactly.
He beats a top contender in all of UFC and Donald Cerrone, and a top face. Cerrone's one of the more popular fighters.
He is.
He just beat the guy,
and he just bumped up.
Yeah,
climbing up that ladder,
man.
Yeah. So speaking of the ladder. Who comes next, man? I think Cerrone's at 5.
Damn.
Masvidal was at, and this is the welterweight. This is on UFC's page.
Okay, if Masvidal could fight tomorrow, I say he goes against.
You want to give you a bunch of names?
I say he goes against Damian Maia, and the winner gets the winner of Wonderboy versus the champ, Tyron Woodley.
Nice. that too, Robbie Lawler would be. Yeah. But I think they're both ATT. Oh no, Robbie left.
Yeah.
That would be
too many ATT guys.
Yeah, I would just like to see that just because it would be a fun little brawl.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Listen, Robbie's been out, but his last fight was when he was champion
a while back ago.
I mean, his last fight was him getting knocked out by the now champ Woodley.
Yeah.
So Robbie just needs one more impressive win to get a title shot back.
That's
you
true.
know what I'm saying? So
I think
Robbie
that'd be
could
a
come
great
back.
one, man.
Yeah,
that'd be a great one because you beating Cerrone, that says a lot, man.
But
good for him.
It depends on what the UFC does. Do they want to set up Robbie to get another title shot? If they do that, they put him against Damian Maia.
True.
Otherwise,
someone has to face Maia, man.
Yeah.
So maybe Masvidal versus.
Or
Maia.
they're holding out Maia and they're saying, "Hey, listen, man, we're not going to give you a fight because you're getting the next title shot, and you just wait."
Yeah, just wait.
Do you mind waiting more? Having more time off?
I would wait.
Yeah,
I would definitely wait. So moving on. So
what are you from? Like
on to the next fight.
Remember Beverly Hills 90210?
Speaking of this, the way I'm talking, let's go to the women's.
Valentina
Shevchenko against Juliana Pena.
Peanut.
That was a fun little fight with a result that I wasn't expecting.
Oh man!
Right. Shevchenko
First of all,
coming with that
Valentina's
armbar.
Nickname, Bullet.
Yeah.
Come on, you don't F with that.
You know what's even greater than the armbar? That dance at the end, man.
Oh yeah.
She came in full effect,
Hell
man.
Yeah, man.
That was dope. I like
was
seeing
dope,
the dances of different cultures.
Yeah.
Like when Khabib gets his dance on or whatever. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
I always like that.
And I'm no expert in dance.
Nor
am I expert in.
I am. That's why I speak of it.
With your professional expert
Uh-huh.
eyes.
Yeah. Crispness.
Crisp,
Just
right?
crisp.
You didn't have to ever see that style of dancing,
You
but
didn't.
to know.
Just crisp, man. The way she would spin.
Oh, man.
Oh, and
She hit-
when she would hit those movements, pop, pop, pop. That's
Powerful.
what you want to see, man. Nice little pop when she hits the floor, when she's like stepping.
Oh.
Like you could see her passion when she was stepping on those mats, dog. It's fun to see, man.
Yeah.
It's fun to see someone go into whatever they're at with just pure passion.
Yeah.
Not caring what anyone thinks, whatever. She just went to that
Hell yeah.
dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was dope.
And she wound up winning via armbar.
Yeah,
which
man.
a lot of people, all the experts would say, if the fight stands, Valentina has the edge, obviously. And with her extensive background in stand-up martial arts.
Yeah.
And if it hits the ground, it's
a wrap.
That's Juliana's world.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because the fight played out by Juliana trying to
Smother
Shevchenko, Valentina, against the fence and kind of nullify her striking.
Yes.
Because if your back is against the fence, you can't throw kicks, punches, set things up.
You're taking away her weakness.
Yeah, which was a
Or her
great
strength. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a great strategy. But what happened twice?
What after that? Yes,
Valentina swept her, and that was classic.
Catching the knee.
That was Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Those are Muay Thai throws.
Okay.
When somebody throws a knee, you have like a half plum clinch.
Yep.
And boom, you twist them. That's Muay Thai.
That
If you
was
don't know
nice.
Muay Thai, that's
Yeah.
Muay Thai.
Yeah.
If you want to train Muay Thai, that's Muay Thai is not just punches, kicks, elbows, and knees. It's clinch work. People,
Nice.
a lot of people don't realize that. And it was beautiful Muay Thai. And when she lands on top, she's like a slab of granite.
Yeah, she is, man. She
Yeah.
just, her body looks like there's no weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't work too much on like pushing, or you could tell there's no weaknesses within her body, man. She's just well built.
Yeah.
Well built. Yeah.
She's built.
Yeah, man.
She's
For
built.
tough.
For tough.
Yeah.
And then so I think she won that first round. Second round, they came out swinging.
Yeah.
Juliana wound up getting the takedown.
Yeah.
She started, trying to rain punches down in the closed guard of Valentina.
Hand down, man down. Hand down, man down.
Hand down, man down. And then Valentina, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah. You are?
That was beautiful jiu-jitsu. She kind of she kind of used one of her arms to go
Okay.
across Valentina's body.
Okay.
And it looked like she was kind of, and she was turning her body in that
Yeah.
direction. And it looked like she was blocking maybe
Okay.
as punches were coming down. But what it did is it gave her the setup to turn her hips super quickly for the armbar.
It was seamless, man. Because
Seamless.
like it went from catching the arm and twisting and then right into that.
Yeah. So
that
what
belly down.
Yeah. So what she did, that's the key. She got to the armbar.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to wait there too long because MMA and jiu-jitsu, you could pull the arm out, you could stack. But in MMA in particular, if the person's strong, they can lift you up and slam you.
Yeah.
So what she did is she got the armbar. Excuse me. Went belly down. Belly down is important. But as she belly down, this is something I never really did.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought you had to be uber strong to do this.
Okay.
I never felt like it was a plausible option
Okay.
unless you're already in the position. But the key factor to Juliana not escaping wasn't the belly down. It was she had her legs crossed, and it was blocking Juliana's other arm from doing anything. From escaping.
I see.
You know how we always talk about you get an armbar from the bottom, don't cross your feet. But if you're in top, you can cross your feet under the shoulder.
Yeah.
She crossed it while she was bellying down,
and she was still fine.
which locked it in. It's just she's so strong to hold it.
Yeah.
And as they were turning, Juliana tried to do a good escape by stepping over the body.
She did.
But
it was locked
her,
in.
her other shoulder was trapped. She couldn't
That's-
twist out.
I see. Because I was thinking, I was like, she's trying to step over, but what is stopping her? And that makes sense now. I got to watch it.
It's
Good
the
eyes,
other shoulder
man.
was trapped. Yeah.
Good eyes.
I was like, what the hell? How is she still holding this? Especially after that belly down, the escape
The light
attempt.
bulb is kind of clicking now.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. I was wondering,
Beautiful.
too. I was like, that was that little...
That was the nugget.
Yeah.
That was the
that
jewel.
little pearl. Thank you, man.
No problem, man. So
Nice.
guys, look that up. Check that out with a new lens.
Yeah.
Watch that fight. UFC. It was a great night.
It was good. What was cool too is that in her post fight interview, they're asking like, what's the difference now with like the way you were before, and what do you have to change? She was saying that in Muay Thai, you start off slow, and then you start picking it up.
in Muay Thai in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yes.
And MMA, total opposite. It's fast now.
Hell yeah.
So that's like the kind of transition.
Oh, hell yeah.
That she had to make. It's like she has to be kind of boom.
Yeah.
The game on already. So I want to see because now she's gonna
Give
face
me a hell yeah.
And she just looks so excited, right?
Yeah.
Against Nunez, like she was just laughing, having fun or
Yeah.
whatever. So that's gonna be a good fight, man. That's gonna be a good fight.
That's gonna be a great fight, and they set it up perfectly. They brought Amanda into the ring.
Mhm.
I wouldn't do that with two people that aren't good at speaking English. No offense to them,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
the language barrier, trash talk.
Yeah, and they
It's
probably
terrible.
gave them a heads up too. Like you guys got to talk smack to kind of.
But that's what I'm saying. If two people
Makes
have
sense.
a language barrier,
It's hard. It's
the trash talk, the smack talk.
Yeah.
Unless you're Joanna, because she just
Yeah.
sounds funny when she talks.
and
smack.
she just gives a finger.
Yeah,
And, yeah.
But
I
so
get you.
that's gonna be the next fight, next
Yeah.
title fight. On that note,
guys, we hope you enjoyed this podcast, man.
kaboosh.
Yeah, if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and rate us.
Yeah, iTunes, Twitter,
Stitch, whatever it's on,
Yeah.
guys. And
check
thank
out
you
our
guys for
YouTube
listening.
page.
Yeah.
Check out our Facebook. Check out our Instagram.
Check out the videos that are about to come out from the tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
man. And shout out to
Hell
our
yeah.
sponsors, Chimera Coffee and Inverted Gear. If you want to get some of the dopest coffee infused with the nicest nootropics, hit up chimera.com, type in the code.
Show the art.
And if you want to get the freshest threads, the freshest gear, go to invertedgear.com and type in the code.
Show the art 15.
Just add that 15, baby. Hey, guys, we're out. We'll see. We'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Peace.